Let's get you in the loop on the new Television Studio HD8 and HD8 ISO from Blackmagic Design. This new set of Television Studio HD switchers have a desktop mount panel design and come in two models, the base and the ISO version. The idea here is that everything is built into this one switching device, all the inputs and outputs are found on the back, and then all of the buttons and settings can be accessed through the panel itself. This is one step further into the idea of having one device that can control all parts of your production. In terms of inputs, the Television Studio HD now has 8 3G SDI inputs, which can support up to 1080p 60. It even has a network switch built in. It's got program return for all the SDI cameras, and it's got 2 auxiliary outputs for sending any signal to monitors or projectors or things like that. It has a dedicated program output and multi-view on SDI and HDMI. Additionally, it also has built-in recording and streaming just like the ATEM Mini Pro and Mini SDI lineup. The top panel has full control of program preview switching, aux, macros, audio and camera shading too, which is a really nice improvement over previous models in this range. We still have to see what this looks like in practice, but in theory, you have access on the panel to all the audio level controls, the EQ and the camera shading from one place. The Television Studio HD8 ISO model has all the same base features, but it does take it a step further in terms of ISO recording and streaming sources. This means you're able to record all 8 camera sources and a program feed, do all of your editing live, but also use the auto-generated edit file in DaVinci Resolve to re-edit your whole show after the fact. As for the HD8 ISO model, it also has 8 streaming inputs, which can replace any of the 8 SDI inputs. From a compatible Blackmagic camera or one of their streaming devices, you can push an RTMP feed from anywhere in the world to the ATEM and pick it up as a streaming source. This means that in the ATEM software control, you can configure one of the inputs to be the streaming feed instead of one of your SDI feeds. So far it looks like only Blackmagic Design cameras and streaming devices can push to the ATEM, but I would love to see them open up in the future and have other RTMP hardware push a stream into the ATEM. You could of course use one of the new Studio Camera 4K Pro G2s or Studio Camera 6K Pros just announced from Blackmagic to push a stream into the new ATEM ISO. Both of these new ATEM models have standard converters on all the inputs, they have redundant power options and SuperSource built in as well. Both ATEM models allow you to add an M.2 storage when you're purchasing, but we don't know yet if that's user upgradable. Maybe it's something I could just open up, put in my own M.2 storage and away I go. We'll see in the future how that goes. Also, I wouldn't be super shocked to see a HD16 ISO units in the future, given the naming system of HD8, but we'll see what happens. Nothing on that, and I have no idea. Both models are now available to purchase, with the base model coming in around $2,995 depending on your local price, and the ISO version at $3,995, again, depending on your local dealer price. Keep in mind that these prices won't include that M.2 storage, so you will add some extra for that, or maybe you can purchase it afterwards and install it yourself. I'm trying to get my hands on one of these switchers to take a look at here on the channel, so do let me know in the comments below if you have any questions on that whenever the time comes to take a deeper look into it. Otherwise, consider yourself in the look on these new ATEM Television Studio HD8 switchers from Blackmagic. See ya!